In this video, we will discuss about role of cellular prion protein in cancer. So, before going into the topic, let us first understand what is prion protein. Now, these prion proteins are specific kind of proteins that has the ability. These prion proteins has the ability to disrupts the shape of normal protein, and these are found most abundantly in the brains. However, the actual role of these prion proteins is not yet completely understood. So let us understand. And one more thing: this prion protein starts to produce during embryogenesis state, and it reach at its peak level in the during adulthood. And the excess prion proteins is harmful to the cancer. No, it is harmful to the person, as it might cause and or promote cancer. We will understand briefly how this prion proteins supports or promotes cancer. So let us first understand the process by which prion proteins is formed. These green dots are represents the prion protein. So these prion proteins first come to the endoplasmic. After translation, it will come to the endoplasmic rough endoplasmic reticulum, where with the help of ribosome it will translate within the endoplasmic reticulum, and there it will acquire a GPI anchor, and then further move to the Golgi for further post-translation modification, and then the mature cellular prion protein will then goes or their final destination is at the plasma membrane, as it is shown here. However, some of the cellular proteins goes into the extracellular matrix, and these extracellular matrix where prior protein, when it's get matured, it will then uh, undergoes a endocytosis, or we can say endosome process, where it will move to the lysosomes and then break into the amino acid, and these amino acid are then be recycled for other for future translation of mRNA. This is how these cellular prion proteins are formed after translation. However, the problem occurs when the excess cellular prion proteins are formed in the cells. So what problems it will cause is that one of the problem that it will cause is it will inhibit. First, we will discuss the metastasis. This excess prior proteins will promote metastasis of the cancer cells, and one of the efficient way to do this is via uh, signaling this EMT pathway. EMT means that uh, transition from uh, asemical mesemical to uh, it's known as transition from mesemical to epithelial cells. Oh, sorry. It means that epithelial to mesemical transition, and the mesemical cells are more prone to movement. So when the cancerous cells at the epithelial get transferred to mesemical cells, then they can move to different parts of the body with the help of blood flow rate, and this notch will help. When the notch interacts with PRPC proteins, it promotes this kind of signalings. So this if there is some abnormal proteins or continuous growth of the abnormal proteins or tumor, and this at the same place, this increase in the prior protein might promote the metastasis of those tumor or cancerous cells. And another thing that it will promote is that the essential thing for the cancerous cells is that it should inhibit it should avoid the immune system of the person. And efficient way to do this is via uh, stopping, or we can say via inhibiting the apoptosis, autophagy, or any signaling pathway that promotes uh, cell death. If those pathways are being inhibited, then the chance of cell growth, cells death, tumor cell death, or any cell death will be reduced. So these things are being done uh, by this cellular prior protein. What it will does is it will prevent the apoptosis through some of the pathways such as SOD, IOP, catalysis, and it will also inhibit this autophagy through mTOR or SORT pathway. So apoptosis from this pathway are being inhibited by PRPC signaling, and at the same time it will promote cell proliferation or cell growth rate. So even though patients are being treated with the drug that works against the cancerous cells through apoptosis or autophagy, these things, this PRPC will act as a drug resistance against those kind of medicines, and on the top of it, it will promote the cell proliferation. So it will not only prevent the death of tumor cells, but uh, it will help those cells to proliferate and metastasis. So this is pure proteins can be considered as a cancer friendly uh, cancer friendly proteins. So this is some of the overview about how cellular prion proteins helps the cancer, and excessive cellular proteins is not good for the patient or for the normal persons also. However, the actual functioning of the cellular proteins, how it will affect the shape of other proteins is not yet completely been known. So if you need to understand cellular proteins in the terms of cancer or related to cancer, its function related to cancer, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.